All right, Jonathan, thank you. You know, it's not every day you meet someone who has just run in one of the most famous annual sporting events in the world, the Boston Marathon. But Chuck Connors is no ordinary Notre Dame junior, and he had a very special reason for running this year. And I'm pleased to welcome Chuck to this program. You're a Boston area native, so just to run in this I know is special, but you had an even more special reason for running.
Yes, we did. My sister and I were lucky enough to be part of the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute Marathon Challenge team that we applied for, and we ran in honor of our mother, who was a patient there for her short battle with leukemia just over a year and a half ago. And we were not only running in honor of her, but to raise money for cancer research.
And I know when people hear of your story, they're very supportive. I mean, my dad died a couple of years ago and he was 83. To lose your mom at your age has to be crushing. How did that help you get through this?
Well, it was extremely hard, obviously, but it was a good outlet as part of the grieving process for running. Physical activity definitely helped, and for such an incredible goal, such as running a marathon, it was very tough, but I finished, so at least that's good.
Now, your sister's also a student here at Notre Dame. Were either of you athletes in high school?
Yes, I was a baseball player, and she was an athlete as well. So, and she was definitely the runner out of the two of us. I had never ran more than 3 miles before training, but it was her idea. She ran the Holy Half last year here, and she thought, you know, why don't we do the full thing in Boston?
So did she kind of motivate you? I mean, how many miles did you put in training so that you could finish? And I mean, people may say, oh, 5 hours. There's a lot of people still finishing at the 5-hour mark of the Boston Marathon. I mean, to me, it's one of the most impressive physical achievements anybody can achieve athletically. But how many miles do you think you put in training?
Well, I mean, I'd say over 100. Training began back when we were accepted on the team back in early October. So every week I was running 3 or 4 times, 6 to 8 miles. And the most being 14 to 16. So definitely clocked a lot of hours and miles here in South Bend, but it was definitely a tough process, but we finished.
And as a Boston area native, you know how special that is. Folks in the Midwest may not know it's Patriots Day. It's a holiday. The Red Sox play at 11 o'clock, and then literally hundreds of thousands of people come out to cheer on the 30,000 or so runners. But now in the wake of the Boston Marathon bombing, it's an even more emotional event. Did you sense that as well?
Absolutely. And actually, the Boston community established a Be Strong motto, which my family took into place, obviously, when my mother was diagnosed. So there was that intimate connection just right there. So it was all the more emotional to be able to run that in such a special honor to her.
Well, congratulations to both you and your sister, and thank you for taking a terrible tragedy in your life and turning it into something where you're going to help others, hopefully not have to experience someday what your family just had to experience.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chuck. Now let's go back down to the social media lounge and Jonathan.